Welcome to Atomic Radio, the fastest growing rural and regional network in Australia. Hey, I've got Toby Mobs here. How you going?
Hey Mel, how you going?
I'm good. Please tell me we're not going to talk about lemons and lemonade.
No, the sun has set on making lemonade. It's done its dash. The lemons have been squeezed, or there's just this empty shell of a lemon left now.
I feel like they're those like dry bits that you can like put in the fire to like ignite it. Do you ever see that at a fireplace?
Are you trying to breathe new life into it, Mel?
No. I'm done with lemons and lemonade, although, you know, tasty tunes for the Atomic Stream Space. But what we're here to talk to everyone about today is moments.
Yes.
You've got a new song coming out.
I do.
It's a little, I've heard a little sneaky, cheeky little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very different.
It is very different.
It's not what I was expecting. Where did this sound come from?
Yeah, so a fair few people have heard a little snippet of this, and so anyone that bought Making Lemonade off the Stream Space, I sent them a little tiny taster of it, and that was the general consensus was, well, I wasn't really expecting this sound.
Yep.
It's a lot heavier. It's this full, deep band kind of sound, and it's going into kind of like hard rock kind of territory.
Yeah.
So this is a sound that I've grown up with a lot, and I really love that hasn't been coming out at shows, my solo shows, and whenever I write a song, it's based on that heavier kind of version, so like playing it in a band, and so I really wanted to try to bring that out in my next song. So often when I'm playing a song at home, I'll interpret it in a way as if how it's going to sound on stage with a full band, and this is the sound that's kind of come out, and a few more songs are going to head in that direction off an upcoming album as well. So
why is that? So a lot of people who would have seen you perform say that you're a brilliant performer just solo, acoustically. So why are you writing your songs for a band?
So it's a very different feeling for me when I'm playing solo. It's a very, very different feeling from when I was playing in bands years ago. For me, when I'm playing solo, I'm keeping track of everything. I'm making sure everything's fine during the gigs. Like when all these shows for the tour I'm currently doing, it's all me. It's all me. If anything doesn't sound right, if anything goes wrong, it's all on me kind of thing. Whereas in the band situation, I can kind of let go a lot more. I can't really let go with at the moment with a lot of my solo stuff, and I think that's a bit of a reflection on me personally with how I approach music, and it kind of brings me back to that feeling I had in high school when I was in a lot of bands, and I've missed that feeling for a very long time. That camaraderie, and that we're all in this together type thing. Yeah, and
bit of fun.
Yeah, a bit of fun, and that's a really good way of putting it too. I'm having a lot of fun with these new songs and how they're sounding, and because it would potentially, I imagine, like you're out meeting a lot of people when you're touring solo, but it could also be a bit of a lonely pursuit. Would that be right in saying that? Yeah, because it is all on your shoulders and you just have to go and do it all yourself. Yeah, it'll come as no surprise that it's so much planning and sorting things out and getting everything to come into one as one finished product. Yeah, that is the tour. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of work, and that's why I've kind of put my efforts into a bit more recording at the moment to get out of that mind frame of this work kind of situation, and have a lot of fun with recording. So all these sounds that are in this new song, is that all you? Yeah, that's it's you, and that's a real trip. And I said that to a friend that had a listen to it the other day. I said, I'm really proud that everything you hear has come out of my studio, and I call a studio, it's my second bedroom. It is. I've seen it. Yeah.
It's set up way better than most people's actual studios. It's very good.
Yeah, it's quite compact.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've worked pretty hard over the last 12 months to set up that space, and yeah, I'm just really proud at being able to do that. So yeah, everything you hear on it, and yeah, it's cool. That's
You are one of the hardest working musicians that I know, and you've spent a lot of time doing a lot of behind the scenes work as well, not just on your music. Like you've put stuff through the stream space, you've won so many awards that like you brought a whole load of them in with you today, which I wouldn't even be able to lift. But what I'm wondering is, there's so much work, and I fully respect that, but this idea of going out with a band, will that also be like just to release yourself into the world and sort of get some monkeys off your back and go, hang on, let's just shelve this? And when I say shelve, he's a librarian, so he's putting stuff on shelves all the time. But I sort of want you to, I know that I've been caught in jobs where everything just becomes purpose driven versus any fun involved. So even if I go to a gig, sometimes it's for the purpose of researching what I'm doing on a show. So you lose that spontaneity, which can also start to remove creativity a little bit. Would you say that?
I think you've summed it up really well just there. So everything I'm working on at the moment is very purpose driven.
Yeah.
I'm a very plan based person, so I've got a 3-4 year plan with music. So things in 3 years' time are already kind of planned out, and
I can't even commit to a gym membership for a month. so that's good.
So yeah, it's you're totally right that I've kind of lost that spontaneity with things, and the music I'm recording at the moment and want to play in that band situation, I just I want to remove myself from all those plans and which is, I wouldn't be where I am today without being so focus driven on goals. I'm very goal orientated as well, but I want to kind of remove myself a little bit from that at the moment, and being in that band situation gives me that kind of release, which definitely happens as a solo performer, but to a different degree as well.
And also you get to blame some of the mistakes on the other band members rather than yourself.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way to go. So new goal for Toby Mobbs is get him a band. I mean, he can do it all himself, but he doesn't want to anymore. He wants to share the love around. Do you have any people in the wings ready?
Yeah.
You do?
I do.
Oh.
It's a little bit into the future.
Yeah.
And it's going to tie in with a future tour as well.
Yeah.
Culminating in that band kind of setting. But it's definitely in the works.
Yes.
I'm so keen and excited for it.
I'm so
wait.
keen as well to hear all about it. Now, is there an album or anything coming up to tie into this?
There will be, yes. Yes.
With the band?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, so the album and this upcoming tour is quite a while away. So people that have been keeping
any 3-year plan, I'm imagining.
Yeah. So I'm currently releasing a few singles off the album, actually quite a number of singles, and that's my plan, is to, because this album is so far in the future, I want to keep releasing new music and keep people interested and keep things fresh, that kind of thing. So it is definitely off in the distance, but it's all going to tie in together for this tour, the band and new music. And
creating more moments.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Moments.
Thank you very much to Toby Mobbs for joining me on Atomic Radio Australia, the fastest rural regional network anywhere. It's a pretty good place.
It is.
Catch Toby Mobbs on the stream space. He's releasing Moments exclusive. It's a little exclusive deal we've got going on. Bit of under the table action. Nothing like that. Don't worry about that. Don't get your ears out of that. Toby Mobbs, thanks so much for joining, and can't wait to see what new songs that you've got going out, and best of luck in the charts with this one.
Thanks so much, Mel.
Cheers.
These moments from